Well, first of all, the situation is very serious. There are dozens of collapsed buildings. It took place in the night. For local time, it was 4:11 a.m. So it was really early. Everyone was asleep in these buildings. So we do expect that the number of casualties is seriously going to increase. We do know right now, so far, the number of casualties that have been reported is at 20, but we do believe that, unfortunately, this is likely going to increase very much. Now, the epicenter is in Pazarcık. It's a district in Kahramanmaraş, which is very close to Gaziantep. It's also close to the Syrian border as well. It was felt in the cities of Diyarbakır and neighboring countries such as Syria, as I mentioned, but also in Lebanon. Syrian state TV has also stated that there are a number of collapsed buildings in their country as well. According to Turkey's AFAD, which is the disaster and emergency agency, right now, the minutes later, after the first earthquake took place at 4:26 local time, there were two more earthquakes that took place in Gaziantep. One was 6.4, one was 6.5 magnitude earthquakes. Now, the Interior Minister Süleyman Soylu said there were 22 aftershocks that took place in the region as well. The Interior Minister also said that they have set the highest level of alert in the country. They've raised the alert level to 4, which also means that they have called for international assistance at this point. So that shows us that Turkish officials are taking this very seriously, and they believe that this is going to be a very long rescue effort. And that's why they've called for international assistance at this point. They have sent ministers to the cities of Malatya, Kahramanmaraş, and Osmaniye. So that's where they're focusing right now. The governor of Malatya said that 130 buildings have collapsed. That's what they have so far. And the governor of Osmaniye says 34 buildings have collapsed in that city. Turkey's Red Cross have mobilized all the resources to that area. People are on the streets right now. They have actually advised people to stay on the streets because they are expecting other aftershocks. And of course, for potential buildings that have been destroyed could also have serious damage that could be more, that could turn into collapsed buildings as well later on. So that's very risky for people in those regions. There's been a statement made by the Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, who also emphasized that rescue and research teams have been allocated and dispatched to all these affected areas. We do believe that there's going to be a very long effort in that region, and probably a lot more casualties, unfortunately.